Hello, Celine, and welcome to this season premiere of Talk of the Town, Celine High School's official podcast. I'm your host, Cody Steadman, and today we'll be having a conversation with a foreign exchange student visiting here at Celine. It's November 29th, 2023. Now, let's talk local. Today we're here with Francisco Lopez visiting Celine High School. Francisco, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
So what is your full name, age, and where are you from?
So my full name is quite long because it's Francisco Raul Ungar Lopez, and then actually it's still Barrios Borgman.
Wow.
Right, because in Spanish the names keep adding up. And I'm 15 years old. I'm from Römerberg, which is a small town near Speyer, which is a larger town. The largest city is Frankfurt. Maybe you know that one.
Okay. So what made you want to participate in this program?
I just love English. It's been my favorite subject at school, especially American media and, TV shows, movies, all of that American stuff. And then a teacher, Ms. Pohl, just came in last year in November and said, whoever wants to come can now try out, because it was like an interview testing our English skills. And yeah, I got in.
All right.
Want to see America.
That's great to hear. Do you have any previous experience with this program?
Well, no, it's only in 10th grade. It's only for 10th graders. The Americans come when we're in 10th grade, and then we come when we get into 11th grade.
Okay. When you were in, I believe, freshman year for you guys? 9th grade?
Yeah, so I was in 10th grade, but it's basically like a freshman year because now I'm a sophomore, so I'm 11th grade, but it's basically a sophomore because we have 13 grades. So.
Yeah, you include, I believe, preschool, is it right?
No,
we
do not.
What do you include in your
We just have 1 year more. We finish with 19. I mean, I finished with 18 because I skipped 9th grade, but normally you finish with 19.
Huh, actually, very interesting. What is your goal of your group coming here?
So we're supposed to promote, it's all part of a program called the GAP, German-American Partnership Program. So we have multiple goals. It's to make the Americans take German more, because you have to take a language where I think you can choose. Mm-hmm. We're basically here to convince all of the Americans take German. So we went to the middle school as well. And this is a region with a lot of people with German heritage. And so the program just thought it would be good coming here to convince the people.
Yeah. For us in Celine, I know we have Oktoberfest, which includes a lot of German culture. And we also do teach German and French and Spanish here as well. Yeah. So I get that connection. So
Oktoberfest is actually very Bavarian. And so it's only in Munich. That's the only place in Germany where it's celebrated. Everywhere else in Germany, we don't really celebrate it, actually.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I get that. What is your favorite thing about school back at home?
In Germany, I like that we have a bit more liberty with how we do things. So we choose our classes, and depending on what we choose, our schedules are all different. So we don't have the same subject every day. We have different subjects from day to day and different hours. So for example, I only have to get to school on Wednesdays at 9:40 because I don't have first 2 hours, but other people have first 2 hours. So everybody has their own thing. And I like that whenever we have free in between, we can just go. We don't have to stay in the high school. We can walk freely. We don't need hall passes and stuff like that. That's very nice, yeah. The doors don't close. You can just walk out, walk in. And we don't have a cafeteria, but I also like that we can just go out and buy lunch anywhere.
Was there any culture shock between being in Germany and being in America? Yeah,
so one thing I immediately noticed is the car sizes. I mean, in general, everything, but especially the cars. Your cars are huge. They go up. You have to jump in to get in. Our cars are way smaller because the roads are way smaller as well. You couldn't get with an American car through a German city. In general, everything's bigger. School is huge, but just everything is bigger here in America. And the food is not the healthiest. So right after arriving, I got sick for 2 days because the food is just so greasy. My stomach couldn't stomach it.
We're known for that in America. I know that.
So, yeah. In general, it's been a good experience. I mean, we went to Ann Arbor on Friday. We had half an hour we could just walk around. And Arbor was pretty nice. It kind of reminded me more of a European city because it was more walkable. You saw more people with bicycles. Here, everybody just drives. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's the thing I also kind of like. Like, my exchange partner can already drive on his own. And it's just cool being able to go anywhere with the car. Kind of depend on other people for that. I guess I've just really noticed a lot of things. I've noticed that your houses are built much wider apart. Yeah, they're all built together. Yours is like house property around it. I've mainly noticed things and differences. I mean, there's of course similarities, but I've mainly like noticed stuff. The way your houses are built, it's quite interesting. You have like whole neighborhoods where it's just every house looks the same. Basically, that's not fun to look at. Well, I really like the amount of classes you have available here. That's really incredible stuff. So we just have English, math, German, and you here have like literature, contemporary literature. It goes into much more depth. It kind of reminds me more like a university, basically, where you like choose all your different classes. There's like a law class, as I saw as well, or psychology, stuff that we couldn't even fathom having in high school. So that's very cool. I went into a lot of classes. I visited a film class. You have a lot of cool classes.
Yeah. Actually, I do want to touch more into the point where you're talking about your classes at your high school level in Germany. Can you elaborate more on that?
Well, so we take 3, there's called advanced classes, which are our main classes. Because in Germany, when you finish 13th grade, you have to do the Abitur, which is basically what qualifies you to study. We don't do SAT. We do it in those 3 subjects, the so-called advanced classes courses. For me, they are history. No, well, it used to be history, but I changed. So they are English, German, and social studies. Those are my 3 so-called advanced classes. As you can see, it's just a broad subject term. It's not really like as specific as you can get here. And then you have to take, I don't know how many so-called basic classes, which are just all, you have to cover so-called general education. So math. I don't have German because I have German as advanced, but you would have to take German, math, German, one science, which I took biology, but everybody has like their own stuff, kind of.
For us here at Celine, we have what we call core classes, which is just English, math, and I'm forgetting about it already, science and history, and then a certain amount of electives that we have to take for certain subjects like arts. Would you rather take the foreign exchange trip back here to Celine?
What?
Is my grammar just off today? Or?
I just don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
Do you want to come back here to Celine through your foreign exchange program?
Yes, of course. I would love coming back here again. I would love doing a full year or a full trimester here. It'd be awesome.
Definitely. It would be so much fun to have you here with us here in Celine.
Thanks. Right. It's very nice to say. Thanks.
Is there anything else that you would like to add on regarding this podcast?
I mean, I guess more in general of the whole SHS video thing, it's very nice that you have that here. Like, I can tell you no German school has something like this. When I lecture, but you should really appreciate it because it's a big studio. It's awesome stuff you have here. It's very cool. That's something we just don't have even the space for. That's a very cool thing for you to have.
What did you think about the video news production program here at Celine?
Yeah. Okay, so well, the SHS video news team is very professional. SHS Today is basically like a real full-fledged news program on TV. It's so awesome. It's really cool. You have a lot of possibilities here. Not just SHS video team, which I know. It's super cool. And Hornet Nation as well. It's a great program.
All right. Anything else that's just on your mind with anything in general?
Well, there's just a lot of stuff about the school. I mean, your teachers here are very cool. I gotta say that. So can I just shout out people? Can I?
Yeah,
I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Schmier and Mr. Volrath. They are awesome teachers. You should really go into one of their classes. And a thing I noticed that's also very cool about your school is the huge theater you have. That is awesome. It's big. I don't know, have you seen any of your performances, your school performances? Do you have to see them?
You don't have to see them.
Okay.
No.
I'm in my school's drama club. I wish we had that amount of possibilities because our school's drama club is not underfunded, but kind of ignored. So we're they literally put us in the basement. So we have a basement and there's some like rooms with like gas heating and stuff. And behind that, there's like a little side room, and that's where they put a club in it. That's where you have to practice. And so seeing you have your huge stage here, I kind of envious. Yeah, wish I could. Oh, now I wish I want to perform at your place.
Yeah, I believe we do have a drama club meeting tomorrow from this recording date. But if you want to maybe co-ins your teacher on maybe doing that, you can try. But
yeah,
I don't know personally. It actually reminds me back when I was a kid in middle school, where we just had one small little stage for an auditorium. That's
at
it.
least you had your own auditorium. We don't have an own auditorium.
It was like the size of the studio that we have. That's how big the auditorium was.
We don't even have an auditorium. We go to like City Hall has like some empty halls. You just put chairs in there, and that's where we perform. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why, I mean, surprisingly, a lot of people come, but yeah, we have to charge like $10 per person.
I mean, we do that here.
Oh wow.
We do that here.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what German currency is to U.S. currency, so
It's basically 1-to-1.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you got like any school paramedics or nurses or stuff?
We do actually. For us, we have certain teachers that have certain training through SWAT members, the Saline Police, through different paramedic programs, and whenever there's a student needing medical attention, one teacher grabs a defibrillator, and then the rest just run down to where that is.
So, but you don't have any students doing that?
I don't believe we do. I believe it's only adult training, because I think that's what the state of Michigan requires.
Oh. So we in Germany, I'm a school paramedic, and we have like a club basically. It's a school club with the so-called school emergency service, and it's all students. And there's one teacher, but the ones that go to emergencies is just us students, because we don't have a school nurse either. Just us doing all of it, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We get like little phones, and then they call us, beep, 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 beep.
That is actually really interesting. There's a lot of differences I'm noticing between our schools.
You'd think America and Germany would be more similar, but in the end, they are still similar, compared to other
they're still similar in a sense, but if you look at the finer details,
there's a lot of differences.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on this interview again.
Again, thank you so much for having me.
All right.
It's very nice being here.
All right.
It's a very nice studio.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Mr. Bush, thank you very much for all of this, all of SHS video, but also this podcast. It's very nice being here. And you're a very good teacher. Shout out to Mr. Bush as well.
All right. This brings us to the end of our show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out Talk of the Town on the Talk of the Town podcast here on Saline Video. I'm your host, Cody Steadman.
I'm Francisco Rolanga Lopez.
All right. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll talk to you all soon. This episode of Talk of the Town was brought to you by Saline Video, with special thanks to our guest, Francisco Lopez. If you have any ideas or like an interview for an upcoming episode of Talk of the Town, you can talk to Mr. Bush in room C244 or send him an email. For Talk of the Town, I'm Cody Steadman. We'll talk to you soon.